here with Mitch and Kelsey. They're going to give us a little bit of insight into what to expect at Kandersteg for those of you going on the post tour. What was your first impressions of Kandersteg when you got there?
Beautiful, just like amazing. Just anywhere you look, it's just green grass, snow, mountains, peaks. I don't know. What else, Kelsey?
Yeah, like the day we got there was particularly, like it was a really nice sunny day, but there was a bit of cloud, so we got off the train and sort of all lined up, and then the clouds kind of parted and showed the mountains in the distance, so that was kind of full on to see all that really up close. There's really nothing that compares to it. I mean, like Glasshouse Mountains aren't that tall in comparison, like really, they're tiny. Yeah.
Sounds pretty magical. And what sort of activities did you guys get to do when you went over there as part of the Australian contingent over there?
The high ropes at Interlaken was really fun. I got to go through all the stages of that. It's kind of cool. They look nothing like any sort of high ropes course you'd see here in Australia. It's nothing like treetops. Yeah, just there's a lot of levels. Definitely do the hardest level. We all did. It was a lot of fun.
And also the trekking as well. So there's various hikes we can do throughout Kandersteg, but the biggest one was how high were we? 3,500
yeah,
meters?
3,500 meters.
So it was very high and it was beautiful. But luckily we actually did it because we were snowed in the week before. So
yeah,
crazy weather.
Yeah, so actually getting to that, what sort of weather would you be expecting? Because you guys went over at a similar time of year, is that right?
We actually left like this time last year to go there. So yeah, we were over there around similar sort of time. It was still kind of coming out of the cooler months, so there was a lot of activities that were very much so dependent on whether or not if the snow melt, and also if the river was running particularly too fast or not due to the snow melt coming down from the glacier. So, but it was quite warm during the day. Like you could walk around Kandersteg in like a pair of shorts and a t-shirt really, really comfortably. It was hot in the cities. Like, it was quite muggy in the cities. Yeah, and a dry heat as well in there. But when you get up onto like the mountains and stuff, it's chilly. Like the Lochen Pass is pretty cold.
Yeah, I was had like my thermals on, my singlet, my shirt, and then thick jacket as well. And it was still getting quite cold.
Yeah, I mean, like you do heat up like when you are doing these walks, but it's definitely good to walk in those long pants and such. But pretty much as soon as like 5 o'clock comes around, even though the sun's still up in Switzerland at that time, like it gets cold very quickly and it turns into ice. So yeah, pack warm. Pack warm, but also pack for summer. Isn't that great?
So it's going to be difficult to make sure that you've got all of that while also having all of your wet weather gear for Iceland. Again, cold and warm gear.
Yeah, and then having nice clothes for summer and winter as well.
Yeah,
it's just a headache.
Each night on Kandersteg, like it's a rotating sort of activity sort of thing, so each night there's a different activity. It's just like every Monday might be blah blah blah, like every Friday is always International Campfire Night. It's like Sunday
be at the campfire.
You gotta go to the campfire. That's the best thing in the week. Like oh my god. And like Monday, or Sunday night's the barbecue. Every Sunday night's the barbecue, International barbecue. So you get like everyone sort of congregates in front of the main chalet and
then just sit down in a circle and be like, oh hey, I'm Australian.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's the best place to meet people is the Sunday barbecue. And then absolutely. Monday is International Day, so everyone's like on the field, on the pitch. Monday was like everyone was on the pitch, and like it's the time for your country to shine. So everyone sort of sets up tables. Each country sets up tables and just covers it in Australia gear or like
it's like a mini market.
Yeah, like a mini market.
So you take lots of little
like
koala
swaps.
pens.
Swaps things. It's it's a good time to do like swapping badges and scarves and such. But, like we had chocolate. Like we bought that like
and like Vegemite and
you took Australian Cadbury chocolate to Switzerland.
I'm
sure that went out really well.
Oh no, I actually did. We ran out pretty quickly, but like the Swiss were there and they were bringing like their little sweets and like chips and stuff.
And like Americans brought chili.
They actually made chili, chili con carne.
Stuff. I love chili.
Like these were Texans making chili for us, so it was pretty good. But yeah, like things like that, like that's a really good activity. I found like I enjoyed that one. So Jacob's ladder is essentially like you have to like it's a ladder, like logs and like wire through it, but to get up there you have to work in pairs, and like each bit gets further apart, like each step gets further apart, and so you have to work in pairs to sort of pull each other up and everything else. I have me with my like very little upper body strength. I have leg strength, that's it. But like getting up there got difficult because I couldn't actually reach the next thing at one point. So I'm like grabbing Mitch's leg, climbing, scaling his leg.
So yeah, there seems to be a different activity on every day, as well as the activities that you choose to do, whether it be going on hikes or going into the towns. What are the towns like? Like, what would you expect?
I mean, Kandersteg, like, you're not actually, so Kisk isn't actually in it's in Kandersteg, but it's more on the edge, like right on the edge. So it's maybe like a kilometre, do you reckon? It's like a 20-minute walk into town, like 15-20-minute walk.
But you're going through like little shops as well. And,
until you get to the centre of town where the train station is. But like, there's a few souvenir stores and there's a pool. The swimming pool's pretty good. The pool's like a heater.
Because you're sitting in a pool and then you're seeing snow all along.
And mountains, like it's like, just, going swimming. But it's not just like a regular swimming pool. It's got like little hot pools and like slides and everything. It's pretty great. Yeah, so that's really fun. And Kiss get a discount as well for any scout person in the area, to go into the pool. And
the bus trip as well is free bus ride if you wear your scarf.
Yeah, like don't take your international scarf off. But
keep it on all the time.
Yeah, but people will find anyway going overseas to an international event, everyone wears their scarf. No one wears like uniform stuff most of the time. The scarf is sort of like your name tag. Going places, it's your identifier with other countries.
What about Rover event polos? Is that a thing? Or should I take all?
Oh yeah, sure. If you want to, I don't.
I definitely recommending like taking one or two shirts that you can swap.
Yeah.
So like very iconic, cool looking shirts that you want to swap, because everyone wants to swap shirts.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff to do on your day off. Essentially, because I know there's a lot of people that are a bit sort of concerned about, what am I going to be able to do on my day off? But there's going to be plenty to do. There are like walks and that you can do by yourself, you don't have to do as a group.
There are some, like going to Blousey is a free activity, and that's pretty cool. Like that's a day off activity that I know I did it. You did it as well.
You both did,
yeah. That's right. The same time. Yeah, we walking to Blousey. So Blousey is it's a glacier lake. Like it's one of the most like Instagrammed things for Switzerland. Like you go on your Google Blousey, it's like a crystal clear, bright, like vibrant. Like I'm talking the color of my shirt, blue. And it's see-through the whole way, and because it's from all of like the chemicals, not the chemicals, like glaciers, the minerals from glaciers and stuff.
And you just see then they actually put it's filled with statues and stuff inside it with the actual fish.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Blousey. Yeah, so Blousey is pretty neat. So that's a nice walk to get there. I mean, it rained like heck the day we went,
but it was worth it.
It was so worth it. Like
you still see through the ice and everything.
And we watched a cow giving birth.
Yeah.
We watched a cow giving birth.
And then the cow just giving birth.
Was that just on the way?
On the side of the road. Yeah, it was cool.
There's like 2 or 3 other people, and they're like, "What are you guys standing in the paddock?" And they're like, cow's giving birth. I'm like, we'll join you.
I was just in there watching this cow giving birth. So that was pretty cool.
You never really can expect, we do these videos, but you can never, these sorts of things just happen out of nowhere. You can never really plan to, we'll just see a cow giving birth. That would be great.
Like you can jump on a train and go over to like the next few towns. Like for any like book nerds and stuff out there, the next town over from us is Reichenbach. So if anyone knows Sherlock Holmes, that's where the Reichenbach Falls are. It's like a 5-minute train ride from Kandersteg. So yeah, like I don't know if book nerds like that or not.
Or you could even just duck down to Spain as well, because the last stop we're at is the next stop Spain. So you can just head your ride to Spain.
Next stop is Spain. That's fantastic.
So that's kind of cool. And the train line that Kandersteg's on is the train to Milan.
That's right.
It's the same train. One of the same train. It's the same train line. So, but you can catch a train to Milan, but it's hella expensive.
I can imagine.
But even you got a rest day for a reason. Take a break and just do your washing.
Wander around.
Have a few a few drinks, few a bit of food, and just talk to someone. Just sit down and have a chat.
Because
always the best thing to do.
Other people are bound to have rest days as well. Sometimes it would be good just to chill out in a common area and just,
Yeah.
meet people, I suppose.
I just did my washing and then hang down in front of the washing and be like, you're waiting for washing too? Like, oh, so who you are?
Yeah.
And talk to them.
Washing gets a bit hectic when there's like 2,000 of you on the same campsite and you're all trying to, like, there's only so many drying rooms.
Yeah, I can
in the
understand
area,
that. So that's something you need to be looking into as
and
well.
name all your stuff because it does get swiped on occasion. Like,
Yeah.
not very
Yes.
often, like,
Yeah.
but it's like you might come back and find a few socks or stuff that just gone by accident, or
Yeah.
maybe even like contingent
Some
shirts.
people accidentally pick things up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I suppose because it'll be sort of post moot. People are probably going to go, oh no, I won't wash here at Moot, I'll wash when I get to Kandersteg.
It's a bad idea.
Everyone's going to be washing on those first couple of days, I suppose,
Yep.
especially. So it's probably worth
Yeah, if you're going to do your
planning
washing,
ahead.
like maybe do your washing like during, like after the moot finishes when we're all kind of congregated in
There is
Reykjavik.
that day, isn't there?
Yeah, there's
one
like a
day.
relaxed day between finishing the moot and then getting on the plane
Oh,
to
God,
Kandersteg. Yeah, just like wash.
wash everything.
Wash.
Would recommend, do not wash in
Yeah.
Kandersteg. I
Find
mean,
a-
like, do it if you want, but I'm not.
Like find a coin laundry in Reykjavik and just,
Yeah, it's just, it saves your
There's-
time and your pay, like, just the
There's like,
effort.
Yeah, there's like 4 washing machines, if like maybe 6 washing machines in Kandersteg.
Not in the whole
For,
campsite,
what,
yeah.
For
like, I don't know, 2,000 people,
2,000
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah. Like international scouting is something very different to what we're used to in Australia.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
you'll go to moot and then you'll come back in Australia. We'll
Just-
never compare again.
yeah,
like
just
it'll never compare
Go
again.
to like just one thing is just go to the campfire
Yeah.
and then you understand everything with scouting.
Mm.
Like it's just like it's
Yeah,
you
it
can't-
goes
you
back
can't-
to like old school scouting, like sort of like
Yeah.
the skits and everything that people do at the
Oh.
international campfire is something I don't think I've experienced since I was a Cub
No,
Scout.
yeah.
Cub Scout and a Scout, like
and
it's
like
just
and properly enjoy it as well.
yeah, like it is a lot of fun. So yeah.
And then especially then like you move on from the skids to the like finishing the closing part, and then that's just different
That's
completely as well.
quite surreal. The first
Yeah.
time you see that, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, the closing of the campfire.
So yeah.
Pretty amazing. It's something to look forward to, I
Mm.
suppose.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much, Kelsey and Mitch, for coming on the show and telling us about Kandersteg International Scout Centre.
Yeah.
So, all of you that are heading to the post tour, I hope you enjoy yourselves and remember to always be prepared.
I don't know. There's a video somewhere of me like going through his legs and trying to
Yeah.
scale him to get to the next one. So yeah.
Stay tuned to Queensland Rovers
Yeah.
YouTube
Nope.
channel where we will find that video.
Nope. You won't.
Makes me want to go back to Kandersteg, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm so keen I'm going back.